Everyone knows about the big name neighborhoods in Overland Park, places like Mills Farm or LionsGate. But what about the hidden gems? The neighborhoods that don't always make the headlines, but quietly deliver amazing value, character, and lifestyle. Stick with me because that's exactly what I'm talking about today. I'm going to share a few neighborhoods in Overland Park in all price ranges that are way more underrated than they should be. And trust me, the last one just might surprise you. Hi, friends. I'm Cheryl McCormick, a licensed realtor with the #1 ranked Rob Ellerman team at Reese Nichols Real Estate, based right here in Kansas City. On this channel, I help buyers and sellers just like you make smarter real estate moves with neighborhood tours, housing tips, and brutally honest insights. So if you're thinking about making a move in or out of Kansas City or within Kansas City, you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss a thing. As a local realtor here in Johnson County, I tour homes every single week. And here's what I notice. Buyers often overlook neighborhoods just because they're not as flashy or they don't have the same name recognition as some others. But if you take a closer look, these areas often mean bigger homes for the money, top-rated schools, beautiful community amenities, and a lifestyle that rivals or sometimes even beats the famous neighborhoods. That's exactly what I want to highlight for you today. First, let's start out with some upper bracket homes. South Overland Park has some really beautiful upper bracket neighborhoods that you've probably already heard of, like Mills Farm, LionsGate, Mills Ranch, Century Farms, and Terry Brook Farms. But did you know that there are also some really beautiful upper bracket homes in neighborhoods that you may not have thought about? And the good news is you can generally get into these little known neighborhoods at a lower price point than the better known ones. Well, let's kick off things with Brookhighland. Tucked just east of 145th and Schweitzer Road. While it doesn't get as much buzz as some of the newer luxury neighborhoods, this community is one of Overland Park's best kept secrets. I love this neighborhood so much that I actually devoted an entire video to just this neighborhood. Be sure to check it out. In Brookhighland, you'll find large custom-built homes, most from 4,000 to 8,000 square feet, priced from the upper $600,000 to around $1 million. The majority of homes here were built in the early 2000s, and many are nestled in mature trees with outdoor living spaces like decks and patios overlooking park-like settings, and even a creek on the north side. Families love it here for the #1 rated Blue Valley schools, the community pool, play areas, and sports courts. And you're only minutes from hot spots like Corbin Park, Prairie Fire, and the Shields Soccer Complex. It's sophisticated, it's welcoming, and once people move into Brookhighland, they don't want to leave, which is why it can be challenging to find a home in this neighborhood, as homes don't come up for sale here often. But it is worth the wait if this area checks most of your boxes. Now let's go take a drive around Brookhighland so that you can see for yourself. Now on to underrated neighborhood #2, Nottingham Forest South. Located just a little north of Brookhighland at 141st between Schweitzer Road and Antioch Road, this southern Overland Park neighborhood has that classic Johnson County charm. Stately traditional style homes, mature landscaping, and a tight-knit community vibe. Homes were built slightly earlier than Brookhighland, mostly being built in the late 80s to the early 90s, and many with around 4,000 to 6,000 square feet, and they're priced in the $700,000 to $1 million range. The lots are generous, and plenty of homes have been beautifully updated. The neighborhood amenities are fantastic. A clubhouse, a pool with a diving board, tennis and pickleball courts, trails, and even a competitive swim team. And the HOA is super active, hosting events year-round. And one of the most desirable features is its proximity to local schools. Harmony Elementary and Harmony Middle School, also in the #1 ranked Blue Valley School District, are located adjacent to the community, a real plus for families. Here's a drive by these convenient schools. And Nottingham Forest South is located near the 135th Street corridor, where you're going to find plenty of shopping, restaurants, and parks. For families looking for that next step-up home, Nottingham Forest South checks all those boxes. Now let's go check out Nottingham Forest South. Moving on to underrated neighborhood number 3, Wilshire by the Lake. Are you looking for something a little bit newer? Here's one that doesn't get nearly enough attention, Wilshire by the Lake. Sitting near 159th and Quivira, this community feels like a tucked away retreat, but it's still close to all of the amenities on 159th Street at Blue Hawk. Built mainly from the 2010s, homes here are a little bit newer, usually around 3,000 to 4,000 square feet, and range from the upper 700,000s to about $1 million. Residents enjoy a pool, a clubhouse, walking trails, a play area, and of course the private lake. It's scenic, peaceful, and yet it's only minutes from Highway 69 and everyday conveniences. A lot of buyers overlook it because they get distracted by other big name Blue Valley neighborhoods. But here's the truth: Wilshire by the Lake offers nearly the same, the number one ranked Blue Valley schools and amenities, often with more value. Let's go take a drive around Wilshire by the Lake. And now, underrated neighborhood number 4, Amber Meadows. Are the previous neighborhoods a little too expensive for your budget? Well, I've got you covered with our next neighborhood, Amber Meadows, near 127th and Quivira. This neighborhood doesn't get nearly the love it deserves, and here's why I think it's the ultimate hidden gem. Homes were mostly built in the early 90s, typically with 2,000 to 3,000 square feet, mostly with two-car garages. Prices usually fall between 400,000 and 700,000, which is a great value compared to other nearby neighborhoods. But yes, it's in the Olathe School District, not as hyped as the Blue Valley School District, but Olathe is still ranked one of the top districts in Kansas, coming in at number 3. Plus, you're near Johnson County Community College, the KU Edwards campus, shopping, trails, and entertainment. Amber Meadows has its own pool, trails, and HOA perks, but what really makes it shine is the community feel. Neighbors here know each other, and it's the kind of place where you feel at home right away. For location, value, and lifestyle, Amber Meadows is truly underrated. Now let's go take a drive through Amber Meadows that you can see for yourself, and try not to be distracted by the neighborhood garage sales going on today or by the road improvements going on. That really speaks to the pride of this neighborhood. And finally, underrated neighborhood number 5, Wynnefield. This one is for those of you looking for an affordable maintenance provided community. This one has flown under the radar mostly because it's older compared to the new builds. But don't let that fool you. These homes, built in the late 90s and early 2000s, they really have a lot to offer. Think lots of brick exteriors, mature trees, and larger lots, something harder to find in newer construction. The neighborhood has a mix of attached and detached villas. Homes usually run between $300,000 and $400,000, and yes, you're still in the number 1 rated Blue Valley School District. That's an amazing price point for this area. Plus, the location is prime. You're minutes from the new Blue Hawk area, Aldi and Walmart, Highway 69, and tons of shopping and dining. If you want character, location, and affordability, Wynnefield deserves a serious look. Now let's go take a drive around Wynnefield. So there you have it. What I think are five of the most underrated neighborhoods in Overland Park. Each one offers something unique, whether it's bigger homes for the money, unbeatable community amenities, or that perfect balance of location and lifestyle. But now I want to hear from you. Which neighborhood on this list surprised you the most? Or if you live in one of these communities, drop a comment below and tell us what you love about it. Or do you know a neighborhood that you want to add to the list? Let me know. If you're thinking about buying a home in Overland Park, don't just follow the crowd to the neighborhoods that everyone talks about. Sometimes the hidden gems are where you'll find the best value and the strongest sense of community. If you'd like help narrowing down the neighborhoods that fits your lifestyle and budget, reach out. I'd love to be your guide here in Johnson County. And if you want to learn more about other Johnson County suburbs, request my free Johnson County relocation guide. Just comment guide below and I'll send it straight to your inbox. If you're considering a move to Kansas City or anywhere within the Kansas City area, let's talk. I'd love to help you narrow down the perfect suburb for you, show you around, and make the whole process stress-free. Whether you're planning to move in 9 days or in 90 days, I'd love to help you find your perfect home in your perfect neighborhood at your perfect price point. Just give me a call, shoot me a text, or send me an email, or you can just scan the QR code to schedule a quick Zoom chat. Let's talk about your goals. Thank you so much for watching Living in Kansas City. I'm Cheryl McCormick with the #1 ranked Rob Ellerman team at Reese Nichols Real Estate. Hit like if you found this video helpful and subscribe so that you never miss a Kansas City update. I'll see you next time, and until then, stay safe, stay curious, and stay tuned for more exciting tours and real estate insights about Kansas City to come.